We just finished releasing our 9th Car Trek series over on Freddy's channel, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and we always appreciate all the feedback, good and bad, on what we did right and what we might have done wrong. But we have to thank Auto Tempest and the Ticket Clinic for making Car Trek possible. If you're looking for a car, the best place to do that is on Auto Tempest, so please check them out at the link in the description below. You using Auto Tempest and the Ticket Clinic is what makes Car Trek possible. The Ticket Clinic is actually fighting a ticket for me right now, so hoping for a good outcome there. But they've always helped me out in the past, and I've sent so many people to them, and they all come back with glowing reviews. So please check out the Ticket Clinic and Auto Tempest. We've also got a link down there to this month's sponsor, Gloss It, and their best ceramic coating deal they've ever offered. So thank you for supporting our sponsors that allow us to have all this fun, and I can assure you it is even more fun than it looks. Now today, I thought it would be a whole lot of fun to have me, Tyler, and Freddie read some of the most entertainingly awful and mean comments that you guys posted in the Car Trek videos. And so that's what we're going to do today, and I hope that you enjoy.
Tyler looks like a ventriloquist dummy brought to semi-life. Really? Well, I am not very flexible in certain areas, but way more flexible than Ed and Freddie in some ways. I don't know.
Was that a voice actor playing Freddy in VO, or does Freddy have a secret NPR voice he uses just for overdubs?
Ed is about as funny as chewing aluminum foil. I think we can all agree that's quite hilarious.
Tyler has a jacket I would have killed cute puppies to have when I was a teenager. Then I grew up. Well, I have news for you. I've never bought any of my own clothes. Everything I own is a gift. My pants, my shirts, all that stuff. Other than Hoovie's Garage merch, my wife, my parents, they buy it for me. I haven't bought new clothes for myself in a very long time. So I think my wife gave that to me.
Usually I'm the first to say Ed dresses like a much, much, much older woman, but he looks fancy on this one. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Does Freddy change his clothes? Now here's something that most people may not know. We sometimes shoot Car Trek out of order within the episode and in between episodes. So sometimes Tyler and Ed have to have 2 or 3 changes of clothes within a certain day. And me, I just have the same set of clothes that I started with, so I know what I was wearing in the last episode and the last season and the last several years of my life, because I don't have any other clothes. No, I don't change my clothes.
Ed in that Countach is the automotive version of a muffin top. Fat man in a little coat. That is exactly how it felt. Very accurate.
I don't know which is worse, Top Gear America Season 1 with William Fichtner, or watching the three of you try to be the worst version of Top Gear. Watching you three Democrats talk about cars with a Ben Stein vibe is so Bueller.
I like that shirt that Ed has on. Does it come in men's? I think they're all unisex at this point, but I like the way it fits.
Freddie, what is Driver Mod Hernandez strikes again? So some people might not know that when you're in a McLaren that is new to you, on a track that's new to you, and you're trying to do a sighting lap, you may be cooking it a little more than you think. I honestly believed that I was going somewhere like 30, 40 miles an hour on that turn where I went off at a high rate of speed. I was probably doing 70 or 80 because I didn't know how fast I was going. So word to the wise, if you're doing a sighting lap, like look down at your speedometer to make sure you're actually doing the speed you're doing, because then you could not soil yourself like I did.
Man, Freddie and Tyler cheated, and Ed got the most Dixie Chicks supercar ever. I love that description of a supercar, and I'm sure the Dixie Chicks have an R8. Ed's makeup artist could stand to back off a bit on the guy liner. I think this implies that they think I'm wearing makeup. I'm not. I think I just look that tired.
Why every time I listen to Freddie, I get hungry LMAO? I don't know.
Poor Tyler, he's the nerd in the set. Absolutely true. Grew up watching Star Trek sci-fi, love cars, car nerd and sci-fi nerd. That's not an insult at all. A nerd is not a bad thing.
The only thing worse than someone vile and racist enough to vote for a Republican is someone stupid enough to believe in God. I don't know who hurt you, but I would imagine it's something that a smaller government and a loving creator could fix.
None of you is funny. Literally none of you. Okay, man. Don't watch it. Just don't watch the show. Go outside, touch grass, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Replace Ed with Doug DeMuro and these would be so much better. Ed makes cardboard seem interesting. cardboard does have a lot of quirks and features.
Another great episode with minimal Tyler baby talk, which is great. What's the baby talk other than me winning? Tyler wins? That's not baby talk, that's just my catchphrase on Card Trek.
I love this dude. 6'5", rich, 14 years old. LOL. Well, 6'5" and 14 years old sounds about right, but it's really just great credit and an inability to sense risk.
The real winner here is Freddy's life insurer. I don't have one of those.
Dude, Tyler takes things a little too hard. Well, wouldn't you if you wanted to win Card Trek, or would you just half-ass everything like you probably do in your entire life?
Ed needs to think less of a rich white man and more of a Tavarish. Well, I love the idea that there is a Tavarish type.
Why does Tavarish stand like he has big biceps? I mean, I think they're like a decent size. Like, they're... Oh, that's fat.
You can really tell Tavarish and Tyler were the nerd dweebs in school, and Ed was the popular cool kid, but they were brought together by their love of cars. I think that's actually quite accurate. But Freddy, I think he was pretty cool in school, actually. He was the first to lose his virginity, I know that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I mean, I think he told me.
I swear Ed is a 79-year-old man stuck in a 57-year-old's body. That's my favorite comment of all time. It's so true, so true.
If Freddy was bald, he'd look like Andrew Tate. That's actually kind of nice. That's pretty nice. So, I mean, you know, all I need is some glasses and a general disdain towards women, and I'm there.
This one's very simple. Tyler can't drive for shit. I can drive better than Freddy.
This Vicky change his voice copies someone else. Wow. I don't know who else I should copy, but this is the way I sound when I speak.
Card Trek is like Top Gear with disabled, handicapped hosts. Okay, that's a really mean thing to say about disabled people.
There's no way that dweeb Tyler said the Countach isn't an icon. Now, I can't believe I said that either, other than I say things that I don't believe just to win. I really wanted to win that Card Trek and have the best car, so I said something that was utterly not true. The Countach is absolutely an icon.
This guy has a punchable voice. I don't disagree.
Freddy looks like Jake Peralta and the Pontiac Bandit had a son. And 6 people like this. I don't know what this is. I honestly do not understand this reference. Ed's editor, if you know what this means, then make the screen go black right now. He doesn't know either, does he?
I think Ed's true calling is modeling underwear, like as in women's. It horrifies me to think you might enjoy that.
Why does Tyler look so awkward and constipated? Because I am! A lot of the time. There was one time where I was a little bit sick, and then they had to rig the camera cars in this Ferrari right here. This was in Texas in Card Trek 3, and anyway, gagged out the camera crew. I had to rig my own GoPros, but you really didn't want to hear that story.
Tavares, love your videos, but I can't watch this one's because I can't stand that arrogant Ed. Sorry, brother, but he just thinks he's the man. I'll watch all of your others possessive as long as Ed stays home. Well, I'll stay out of the rest of his.
Guys, try to be a bit more masculine. It is a car show after all. Don't mean too horrible, but gotta check feminine men in this new world. So I will issue an apology on behalf of Card Trek. Apparently, we were putting out feminine energy, and I deeply, deeply apologize to the Alpha, Sigma, Omega males in the audience listening right now, because I didn't even know that we were doing that. I didn't know that was a bad thing. But my eyes were opened by a man called Elvis. A man named after a person that died on the toilet. It's a really masculine way to go.
Please, for the love of God, remove Tyler Hoovey from this damn show. That's the only thing keeping it from being perfect. Guy is awful to watch and so ear-splittingly obnoxious. No, I'm not! Not at all!
Ed even has the negative camber in his legs, just like Jeremy Clarkson. Maybe he has osteochondritis dissecans disease as well.
I just don't like Freddy. Can't you trade out Freddy for someone not so loud and irritating? So it's funny, actually, you should say this, because not only do you find me loud and irritating, everybody else does. So in the next series of Car Trek, we're replacing me with Scotty Kilmer.
Is Tyler turning into the Jeff Goldblum of the car world? Yeah, as I sort of have loosened up and go a little more, off the cuff with my speaking, and less from a script, there's these pauses, and I tend to pause sort of like, Jeff Goldblum. I don't know, I guess I take it as a compliment, but sometimes it gets a little extreme.
Ed could really use a Queer Eye crossover episode. That sounds wonderful.
McLaren seats are by far the most comfortable seats ever. I was in one for 12 hours and felt great when I got out. Just because you were in a physically uncomfortable position for a long period of time and you liked it a lot, that says more about you than it does about me.
Ed is deer-legged and knock-kneed. I don't think that's the medical description, but quite accurate.
Tyler looks like he's constantly doing a Jerry Seinfeld impression while simultaneously looking like he's smelling dog shit. What's the deal with dog shit? Why does it smell so bad? See, I can't do Jerry Seinfeld. I'm not very good at that.
Ed needs to stop with those sleazy, wannabe classy, Euro trash slip-on shoes. Well, they're comfortable, easy to put on, and I can hit one pedal at a time.
Tyler looks like a dinosaur that killed the fat guy driving the Jurassic Park Jeep. That's a weird one.
Ed is such a boomer. How old do you think I am?
I genuinely had to pause and regather myself after Tyler almost crashed the priceless Mercedes about 10 seconds into the drive. Surprised I let him continue. Yeah, that was really something. I was following out the camera car, so I wanted to have a smooth pullout with the camera car. Usually they stop and wait for me so that can happen. Plus there was like a rock or a bush in the way to where I couldn't see going out into the road, so I tried to stay smooth, but then when I saw the car, it was a panic stop. It wasn't as close as it seemed on camera, but it was still a little bit of a brown pants moment considering it was a priceless car. And well, the driver, the mechanic, he was actually on my side with that hand gesture and everything else. So anyway, no harm done, thank goodness.
So thank you all so much for watching Car Trek 9. I hope you enjoyed it a lot more than these guys did. Car Trek 10 will be along around Christmas. But thank you all so much for supporting Auto Tempest and the Ticket Clinic, and to this month's sponsor, Gloss It. I've convinced them to bring back their best ceramic coating deal of all time. For just $69.99, you get their professional level graphene ceramic coating as well as a bottle of their ceramic detail spray. I love the stuff. It makes putting on the ceramic coating a whole lot easier, and it's a great daily detail spray to use. So check it out now. You get a $200 value for just $69.99 at the link in the description below.